Hi everyone, Branden back and time for more Branden's Boy Problems. Today's episode is about something that happened to me recently that I'm not used to happening, surprisingly. Despite how sex positive I've always been, I have a blog detailing my dating and sex life, I have a YouTube channel detailing my dating and sex life, obviously I talk about sex a lot everywhere all the time. I've always been this way since pretty much I've had social media like MySpace, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I've never been afraid to talk about sex, no matter whether it's my screenplays, my blogs, my writing, my acting, my producing, no matter what I do, sex has always been a big part of my life. I mean, I am a Scorpio after all, so we are very sexual people, but I've never had any qualms about discussing or frankly talking about sex and my honest and dating sexual life experiences. So to have someone sex shame me was very surprising. It's I don't make an issue or hide being a slut, but it's when someone actually calls you a slut in a way that they're acting like you're dirty and they're too good for you, which is really bizarre to me. That's never happened to me before, but it happened on Instagram. I hit up this guy that had been in my DMs before, but we hadn't talked in a while, and I honestly don't remember when the last time was that we talked, but I saw that he deleted all of his previous messages to me, because all that were left were a bunch of my thirsty messages to him, but I would never just send a bunch of thirsty messages in a row with no response. Clearly he deleted all his messages, and it's definitely because he was in a relationship and had a boyfriend and was planning to cheat on his boyfriend with me, which was his own issue. So to be slut shamed by someone that was you were just trying to cheat on your boyfriend with me, and now you're acting like I'm a slut. But anyway, I hit him up just saying have you been, blah blah blah, are you single now? And he claimed to be single, but he still had pictures of a guy all over his page and in his story. So I'm is this nigga lying to me again? Honestly, I don't really care about relationship status. I thought he was cute and I was down to hook up with him, but then he literally shut me down and was I saw your video being bred raw and about letting random guys have sex with you, and he was PrEP isn't 100% effective, and it doesn't protect you against other STIs and stuff. And I was okay, this is shit I already know. First of all, PrEP pretty much is 100% effective, but you can't really call anything 100% effective because there's always room for error and things can go wrong. It's over 99% effective if you take it every single day. I've taken it every single day for 6 months now, over 6 months possibly, and I've never missed a dose. I am being safe with myself. I feel way more protected taking PrEP every day than just relying on condoms. Honestly, condoms were not enough to ever make me want to have sex, because even back when, well, I don't want to be yes, honestly, I haven't really been using condoms so much for sex, even though ironically I use it every single time I use my dildo. I use a condom because it's easier to clean up, but I haven't really been using condoms when I get fucked, which is bad, I know, and you're still at risk for other STIs, but then again, you're still at risk for STIs doing oral sex, and nobody's using condoms for oral sex, so, and guys want to rub their dick against your bare asshole anyway, you can still get STIs that way, so it's people are not being safe in general, and I know it's bad be part of the problem. It's you're supposed to use condoms and PrEP, but honestly if you're using PrEP, you're protected from HIV, which is honestly the biggest one that I don't want to get, that most people are scared of, because that's a death sentence. But yeah, so undetectable and taking drugs, yeah, HIV is no longer a death sentence, but in reality, if you don't have all the drugs or access to that medical care, it still is a death sentence. You can die of symptoms related to HIV if you do not protect yourself or use medicine and whatnot. But yes, anyway, I feel way more safer and comfortable having sex now that I'm on PrEP as opposed to just when I was using condoms, because even when I had condoms, I do have condoms, I have a whole bucket of condoms next to my bed, but when condoms were my only source of protection, that still didn't make me feel safe enough that I wanted to get fucked or risk having sex, because guess what? Condoms can break, condoms can come off, condoms can rip and tear, or cum could leak out if there is a rip or a tear, or leak out from the bottom, or anything could happen with a condom, so that doesn't make me feel safe, and condoms still have room for error, condoms aren't 100% effective, and PrEP is over 99% effective, birth control, Plan B, all these other oral contraceptives, they are not 100% effective, but they are mostly effective, but there is always something that can go wrong. And yes, people have tested positive for HIV after being on PrEP, but that's because they were not taking it every day like you're supposed to. And I have Like, I have to get checked for my PrEP every 3 months and get my prescription renewed. And it's like, I've talked to, like, the guy that administers the PrEP and does all my blood vitals and whatever. And, like, he even told me, like, he has conferences and, like, workshops and stuff about PrEP. And he knows the facts about what he's giving out to people. So I'm pretty sure he's a PrEP expert. And yeah, he said the only people that ever tested positive are people that were not taking it regularly. So yeah, like, I just felt like it's so dumb for someone that's gonna try to slut shame me while I'm on PrEP when it's like, are you getting tested? Like, you were just trying to breed me when you have a whole boyfriend, and it's like, I'm pretty sure you don't use condoms with your boyfriend and you're out cheating on him. So it's like, I feel more at risk with you than you should with me, because I literally get tested for everything every 3 months. Like, not herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, stuff I never even heard of, like vaginosis or some shit. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck that was, but whatever. When I go get tested, I get tested for literally everything. Orally, anally, I get my mouth swab, I get my anal swab, I get my blood taken, I take a urine test. Like, I'm getting tested for literally everything because I take my health seriously. And yes, Atlanta is an HIV and STI capital, and it is dangerous having unprotected sex here, and I was terrified to even have sex here when I first moved here. I didn't want to have sex with my boyfriend because of it, but I am now in a better place because of PrEP, thankfully making me feel comfortable enough that I can finally enjoy having anal sex and being a bottom. Like, before PrEP was in my life, I never wanted to get fucked. Like, my relationship ended partially because I didn't want to get fucked. Like, sex is not a part of the equation, and sex is an important part of a relationship. So it's like, I'm finding a place where I feel protected. And even if I did have a boyfriend and we were monogamous, like, people can always lie and cheat. So it's like, I feel way safer being on PrEP, like, no matter what. Like, I'm not putting my life in someone else's hands and just relying on a condom and your word that you're negative, whatever. Because even now, like, I still have only been the guys that say they're negative. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone's probably lied to me and was, like, positive or undetectable and told me they were negative, but I don't know that for a fact, but I just assume so because niggas be lying. But anyway, like, I still protect myself. Like, I take my health very seriously, and yes, condoms haven't been a part of the equation lately, but I'm taking PrEP. I get tested regularly. Like, I even get turned off when people don't even have, like, the last time I got tested on their profile. Like, some people out here are living recklessly, and yes, it may seem like I'm living recklessly because, oh no, I had sex without a condom, but it's like, I'm on fucking PrEP. Like, there's a 99% chance I'm not getting HIV from having unprotected sex. But what are you doing? Like, I feel like the most judgmental people being on PrEP are the ones not on it. And honestly, I used to be that person. Like, I encountered guys that were on PrEP and wanted to fuck me raw, and I was like, ew, gross. Like, I'm not on PrEP. I'm not gonna let you fuck me raw. Like, and then it's like, you're out here fucking a bunch of random people without condoms. It's like, no, what other kind of STIs could you have? And now I'm that person that's getting judged because I'm out here fucking raw because I'm on PrEP, and people are like, what other STIs could you have? But it's like, well, I get tested every 3 months. Are you? Like, are you protecting yourself? Like, don't judge me or throw the cast stones at me for enjoying having raw sex because I'm out here protecting myself. So, yeah. It's new. I'm officially a Truvada whore, even though I've heard this saying, like, for years now. Ever since PrEP started, and people have been shaming people because they decide to get on PrEP and that they don't want to use condoms. And it's like, the reality is people aren't using condoms when they aren't on PrEP. So it's like, I'd rather be not using condoms while on PrEP than not using condoms without PrEP. So it's like, people are out here enjoying sex either way, because guess what? People don't usually enjoy condoms over the feeling of raw sex, and that's the reality of the situation. So it's better to have other alternatives to condoms when in reality people aren't using condoms to begin with. Not that I'm advocating no condoms. I stock up on condoms and definitely think they are still important to safe sex, but so is PrEP. So, thanks for joining for this episode of Branden's Boy Problems, and do not slut shame others just because they're having more fun sex and protecting themselves better than you are. Thanks for joining for this episode of Branden's Boy Problems.